Coach, if you could open up with a statement before we have questions.
Yeah, first off, I obviously want to give a lot of credit to Duke and Coach K and their program. They got a great team, a lot of great players. Obviously, he's one of the greatest coaches, maybe the greatest ever to coach, regardless of sport. So you got to give Duke a lot of credit. They're very, very good, and obviously legit team that can win a national championship. I thought our guys, all you can ask for is a chance to win the game. We had some chances. I will say we've continued to get better. Our guys have always fought and competed. We got down 11 in the first half, and they've scrapped, clawed, punched, kicked, fought for us to give ourselves a chance to, put ourselves in a position to have a chance to win the game obviously against an elite team like Duke. So I was proud of our guys' effort. And again, like I said, we're continuing to get better. We had some turnovers in the first half that bit us in the bud. We had 10 in the first half, and that's where they got their 11-point lead. We fought back, got the lead, but just those turnovers ended up kind of, just again biting you in the rear on those. And but James Banks, back-to-back games where he's had a great motor. I thought Moses Wright, played his tail off. He and James obviously missed a lot of short shots, but I can live with that in a sense because they played so hard. So, everything we talk about is motor. And Michael DeVoe dove on the floor multiple times, came up with some great 50-50 balls. Bubba Parham, great 50-50 balls. Obviously, Jose, tough and hard-nosed. Obviously our guard play, we got to just limit some of those turnovers. But I was proud of all the guys, and we've gotten better. And obviously it's a great team, and we played a team that's good enough to win a national championship.
Offensively, do you think they just ran out of steam those final 3 minutes?
Yeah, we probably got a little tired because we exerted so much energy to get back. I was just talking to Marvin Lewis, and he and I were just talking. I was just telling him that it's, be nice to somewhere you can steal some minutes, maybe give a little rest to those guys. It's just hard when you get yourself down against a good team like this. You lose your margin of error, and you're struggling to score. And then what happens is you just fight and claw to get yourself back in front, and you do, and you exert again so much energy. It's hard to sub at that time because you're just kind of moving. And but it is what it is. We missed a lot of short shots right there at the rim, and all you can ask for is an opportunity to get there. We missed a couple open looks, but you can. I say live with it as a coach in a sense of because all you can ask for is you give yourself a chance to win the game, and we had some opportunities.
You went with the smaller.
How big has Jose been since he's returned from injury?
Oh, well, we're just with Jose. I think we're a pretty good basketball team, and without Jose, we were just we were highs and lows, and we weren't real. We were a little better than average, maybe average, and that's nothing against our guys because we have really good players. It just Jose does a lot for us that doesn't show up in the box score with like his leadership, toughness. He helps other guys on the floor. So without Jose, it just puts so much pressure on a guy like Michael DeVoe to have to defend, rebound, score, and a guy like Bubba Parham, he's got to do so many other things, and other guys have to do so many other things. So it just takes the pressure off of guys. And so with Jose, I think we're a pretty good team. He just does a lot of things that don't show up in the box score that helps us. But and unfortunately, part of basketball or sports, part of being successful, you got to stay healthy. And unfortunately, we got hit with that little bit of an injury bug with Jose earlier in the year.
You went small in the second half with Bubba, and he really got after it on the boards for you. I imagine you liked seeing that, but kind of what did you see from that lineup?
Yeah, Kelly, Bubba's come a long way. I mean, when he first got here, he, to where he was when he first got here to where he is now, and how hard he plays defense, and him coming up with scrums and 50-50 balls, because I'm on him all the time. At your size, man, your only survivability in this game is not offense. Your only way to survive has to be through defense. And he's come up with scrums and hard-nosed plays, and he's gotten better. And and he gets a lot of those scraps, right in there. And you know, he does a good job for us because we change defenses and stuff like that. But you know, and we went small to try to spread the floor a little bit. And our defense, you know, our guys are always going to give us an effort where we're going to have a chance because of our 50-50 ball effort, and that's who we are. But and Bubba's been a big part of that.
You talked about Duke's transition offense. How well do you think you defended it tonight?
Well, they had a couple times in the first half, and they're so fast. I thought Cassius Stanley is so fast, and what an incredible athlete. And Trey Jones is obviously really good. But part of some of those turnovers or some of those fast breaks were based on our turnovers, and a couple times that we scored, and they just were right down our throat the other way. But I said it. I told both announcers who were doing the TV game today, I said they're an elite, probably the best transition offensive team in the country. I don't think anyone's better than them in the way how fast they are in transition offense.
The last maybe 6-7 minutes of the first half got a little sloppy offensively, but able to kind of turn it around. How did you fall into that, and how are you going to steer out of it?
Yeah, well, Ken, we work a lot on, like, I know we talked about yesterday, but we worked a lot on like pivots and footwork, and we weren't using our pivoting properly in that segment which you're talking about. And we had a couple pick sixes, I like to say. So we weren't properly with our footwork and using the way we needed to be. And then in the second half, we made some adjustments at halftime on some things we wanted to do differently offensively to open some things up on the floor, and that was better for us. And our team is, you know, we've been down a lot of times. We've always fought our way back. The issue is getting down. You exert so much energy to fight back. That's why, like in the Carolina game, we had such a great lead. Now Carolina fought back, but we had such a cushion, and we just got to be able to try to hold on and maintain a lead, so we don't have to exert so much on fighting and, you know, clawing our way back to try to get the lead and then hold on to it.
Not taking moral victories into account or anything, but I imagine you learned a lot about your team and kind of how they played in the last couple games, and playing a team that's number 2 in the country, even if they're down a guy, is as well as you did tonight, has got to give you some, I guess, excitement looking forward.
You know, Kelly, yeah, I'm not a big moral victory guy. I mean, we want to win, and I want to win, and no matter who we're playing, and anyone knows me, I take every possession that's, you know, literally as intense as anything as there is, you know, so, but I will say our guys have gotten better, and that's been one thing that I've said, and, you know, we want to do all we can to get the 5-star recruit. Trust me, I want to get the 5-star recruit, but if we haven't gotten that guy, we have to have 5-star development, and every one of our guys have gotten better. Guys have improved. We've gotten better, and now we just got to keep staying the course, because through the process, and I've told our guys, once Jose got back, I said we can't focus on the result. It's a new season. And so I kind of said, when we got the Boise State game, it's 0-0, new season. We're not worried about anything in the past, and we just got to focus process oriented and just get better each day. And I really feel we're getting better, and we just got to keep staying on that track, and the results will fall how they fall.
What happened in that timeout at the 10-minute mark? Trey Jones, I think, had a turnover, and it seemed like both you and Coach Krzyzewski had some issues you wanted to hammer out with the officials.
Yeah, I mean, I was like he probably, I don't remember what Coach K was saying. I was saying more about on a previous play or something. So because I had called it, I went like this on the turnovers, but he charged me at the timeout the previous time or something like that. But it was nothing, you know. Yeah.
Anything else for Coach?
Coach Michael DeVoe shooting tonight off a little bit, 5 out of 16 from the field. That fatigue, confidence, season wearing on him a little bit.
Look, Michael DeVoe, a couple things. One, he did have 4 steals. He dove on the floor multiple times. He's a great shooter, and he's a very good player. I mean, but, you know, last 2 games, both Carolina and this game, he hasn't shot it well from 3, and he's had some great looks. And he's just got to stay confident. He's got to just stay the course with it, because he's a really good player, and we need him. And he's just got to keep staying locked in on the defensive glass, defensively. And so it is a long season. He's been, you know, when Jose was out, man, we put a lot on him. And that's why it was hard for all of us because we needed his scoring, we needed him to run the point guard, we needed him to defend, and so maybe he catches up to him a little bit, but I believe he'll fight his way out of it, and hopefully he plays well on Saturday versus Boston College, and I believe he will.
Okay, anything else?